I give the call to the member for Parkes.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Agriculture and Northern Australia, representing the Minister for Emergency Management and National Recovery and Resilience. Will the Minister please outline the arrangements the Morrison-Joyce government has in place to ensure we are well prepared for floods, bushfires and other natural disasters this season?
The Minister has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Parkes for his question, and also acknowledge not only his leadership but also the member for Riverina, particularly over the last week, and I suspect coming into this week as further forecasts are showing significant rainfall hitting northern New South Wales. And we won't just see houses inundated with water. We have already seen millions of dollars wiped off this year's winter crop, a crop that was there to help those farmers that have endured drought to rebound. And sadly, we will continue to work with the New South Wales government in monitoring that, in quantifying the damage that's there, and work with them constructively, as we have in Queensland already this year and in South Australia and Victoria. And that was the premise in which this government has worked after the bushfires of last year to ensure that we had a national approach. That's why we stood up the National Recovery and Resilience Agency on the 1st of July, to make sure that we had a coordinated approach, that we have people on the ground to be able to get around kitchen tables and work with those that have been impacted around with them, and understanding not just federal programs but also state programs, so no one falls through the cracks. We've also stood up the Climate Services Australia, which is pivotal in bringing together the data and information from 10 agencies, whether that be the Bureau of Meteorology, the Australian Bureau of Statistics, CSIRO, Geoscience Australia, so that we have real-time data that we can not only provide to emergency service personnel and ensuring they understand the gravity of the threat, but also ensuring that we're prepared and ready for the immediacy after the threat has dissipated, that we can get people in to those areas and respond appropriately between federal and state agencies. Never been done before, and this is an important step in protecting Australians into the future. We're also supporting that through the ERF, and in fact the $50 million that has gone in to flood mitigation projects from last year, $17.2 million, has gone to jurisdictions, and I can inform the House that the balance of that, taking up to $50 million, will go out over the next couple of weeks as jurisdictions satisfy the requirements of that. And in fact, we'll reopen again for this year, so that $50 million into mitigation works are out there. We're also doing the Rebuilding Australia, the $600 million that are going into projects, $400 million into community projects to build the resilience, whether that be a levy bank around a large community to not only protect them but to drive down insurance costs. And we're also working with households. We've already done that in Queensland, in supporting households and partnering with them to try and do improvements to their homes that will improve their resilience, whether it be from a cyclone or from a flood or from bushfire. We're undertaking practical measures to support, partnering with states, understanding this is a joint partnership in protecting Australians now and into the future.